what can you tell me about
Oh,
what'll be happening?
okay. So the Open Heart Foundation is an organization that we've been doing this now for about 5 years. And the idea is to find people who exemplify the Open Heart mission, which is to accept a challenge in life, and by opening your heart and reaching out to help somebody else, that you find purpose and it brings love into your life. And really, it's inspired by my mother, who went through a lot of challenges in her life, including World War II in a concentration camp in Indonesia, Japanese camp. And she always said to me, darling, when life is tough and you feel something's insurmountable, your natural instinct will be to close off your heart and not let anyone know. So what we do is we found people who have been through challenge in life and use that as an opportunity to help others. In the past, we had Robin Roberts, for example, perfect example of somebody who was diagnosed with breast cancer and chose to stay on air and allow the viewers to see, as she discovered, what that journey was. And she empowered, so many women to realize that they didn't have to hide this, so that they could actually really deal with it openly, and by sharing and with other people, that they would help themselves and others. And so this year, for example, we are honoring Eileen Garrido. She's a young girl, she's only 16, great singer, and she's had heart surgery since she was a tiny baby. In fact, she had the most recent one 8 months ago. And she goes into Children's Hospital and she helps young kids who are dealing with heart surgeries. And her organization that she started is called the Beating Hearts Foundation. Paul Stanley, who is the lead singer from Kiss, was born with something wrong with his ear, of all things, physically and in terms of hearing. And what he did is he got involved with a group called Mending Kids. And what they do is they send surgeons out and they bring kids in, and they have free surgeries to fix their problems, not just in America, but around the world. And then the third person that's receiving our Open Heart Foundation Award this year, we found through a search on the internet. We asked people to submit their stories, and we get great stories all the time on keepanopenheart.com as well. But we picked her because her name's Ellie Febo, and what happened with her was she'd been abandoned by her parents. It was in the foster care system. It was not a good time. It was a terrible time. She went to a lot of homes. But one time, in one of the places she was, she met someone from Big Brothers Big Sisters. And this person completely transformed her life and helped her immeasurably. And now she's a very successful professional. She's a motivational speaker. And she also works with Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
And then we have Snow Patrol. We have Gary Lightbody from Snow Patrol, who's going to be performing at the end of the event, which is fantastic. And we've got some great presenters. We've got George Lopez, Valerie Aslin, and Victor Ortiz, all of whom have been affected by the same kind of things that our honorees have.
Oh, that's going to be wonderful. Well, that explains a lot. One of the things I've admired about you forever is, no matter what role you've played, if you look under, I have a tendency to look beneath the surface of a person, or try to, and you're one of those people that radiates just strength. I mean, just really strong. And, you're one of the few people I've had my daughters look up to. Simply because of that. And, but I find that very interesting about your mother.
Yes, you know what? I've been referred to in the family as the Rock, which is interesting because I think I'm much more kind of flighty, and, I'm always so busy doing things. And I constantly ask my kids, would you have preferred me to be a stay-at-home mom and, not have worked and, gone to every single school function and the rest of it? And they went, no, Mom, we, because of you, because you love what you do, because you're creative, because you help other people, because you live the life that you live, that has, made us want to be who we are. And, one of my sons, Johnny, is now a rock musician going to move to Nashville. Chris is a baseball player in college. Sean is an amazing photographer and filmmaker, doing music videos and things. Katie's an actress and a comedy writer. Jenny runs her own business now and works with Yahoo and does all kinds of things with the web. And Kaylin is involved with building houses. So but they're all passionate about what they do, and that's really important. I think if, as a mother, you can help your child discover their passion, and if you can be a good listener, if you can hear what they have to say, even if you disagree with it. I learned the best phrase the other day. It was when your child says something to you and you absolutely, it's like black to your white. You just go, I hear you. Let me think about that.
Yes.
That's very interesting. It's interesting. Not it's wrong. It's just like, let me take that one in for a minute or two. But at least you've been heard. And I think, in relationships, it's all about being heard, and it's about being authentic too. I think that's what's great about the Open Hearts is, it wasn't someone else who came out with this. This was truly anyone who knew my mother or knows my sisters or knows me knows that this is just a way of living and a way of thinking and approaching life and dealing with challenge. And I've had plenty of challenge, plenty. But, like my mom said, there's always people much worse off than you. So, get out of your pity party and see what you can do to help someone else.
That's exactly right. That's what I've told mine as well. I mean, you can't sit around and feel sorry for yourself. You got to figure out what the problem is and then figure out how to fix it.
Yes, actually, one of my favorite people was Johnny Cash's wife, June Carter Cash. And we were shooting on Dr. Quinn in the middle of the night. And one day she said to me, honey, sometimes you just got to hunker down and squat and press on. And I thought, yeah, hunker down, squat, and press on. I think that's what mothers do. It's like, okay, let's push that boulder up the hill.
Take it from here. Right.
So, Mother's Day is incredibly important to me. And I'm just so glad I was able to, make it into a piece of jewelry that I can touch and feel. And, it reminds me all the time. I mean, my original piece I had made, never thinking of doing it as jewelry. I did it when I did Dancing with the Stars. My mother had had a stroke, and I thought, well, if I have something I can touch and feel, it'll remind me. And I never go without wearing an open heart. And I'm really, really proud that people can afford it. It's at K Jewelers. And online, of course, too. And we start, I think, at $49, so it's affordable and it's beautiful and very meaningful. And I'm hoping it inspires people to deal with change and challenge in their lives too, as well as the whole idea of loving is if you can't love yourself, you can't love someone else. So if you can love and forgive yourself with an open heart and reach out to love someone else with an open heart, then you have a chance.
That is very true. I mean, it sends a very strong message. And besides, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And it'd make just a perfect Mother's Day gift.
Yes, and we have all kinds of
things. All wrapped up there.
Yeah, we have bracelets and necklaces and earrings and all kinds of things. This one's really fun. It's called Hearts in Rhythm, so the little diamond keeps moving all the time, rather like
really?
your beating heart. Yes. One. Yeah, no, this is really cool. And in my whole Open Hearts collection, we have a lot of them with this, what they call Hearts in Rhythm. And I'm very excited about that.
Oh, now I'm going to have to make a trip to Kay just to look at that one.
Yes.
Well, thank you for taking time to talk with me today, and I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Like I said, thank you for being such a good role model for my daughters.
Thank you.
It's one of the, like I said, one of the few people that I tell them that's what you want to aspire to right there.
Well,
and not talking about, I mean, you're talented and everything, but I'm talking about the strength and the integrity.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
And thank you for talking with us.
Okay.